before the pyramids, before the empires of history, there was a legend whispered across the ancient world. A legend of a kingdom so wealthy and so powerful that it seemed chosen by the gods themselves. Its name was Atlantis, a city said to stand beyond the known world. According to ancient stories, Atlantis was unlike anything humanity had ever built. Its ports connected distant lands. Its fleets ruled the seas. Gold, silver, ivory, and precious stones flowed into the city from every corner of the world. Ingenious engineers carved waterways through the land, creating a city designed with extraordinary precision. Every road, every harbor, every monument reflected the wealth of Atlantis. The land was rich. The harvests were abundant. The people prospered. For generations, Atlantis enjoyed an age of peace and prosperity. At the center of the empire stood its rulers, guardians of a civilization at the height of its power. Their influence stretched far beyond the horizon. Its navy was unmatched. No rival fleet dared challenge Atlantis. Kings and rulers traveled great distances, seeking alliances with the legendary empire. Every monument celebrated the greatness of Atlantis. And above all others, one god was honored, Poseidon, Lord of the sea. The people believed their prosperity came from his blessing. Concluded. His name was spoken with reverence throughout the empire. For centuries, the bond between Atlantis and the sea god remained strong. The sea provided everything Atlantis needed: food, trade, power. As the years passed, the city continued to grow. Its achievements seemed limitless. Knowledge flourished alongside wealth. The people celebrated their success with magnificent festivals. The city radiated confidence. Perhaps too much confidence. Luxury became a symbol of status. The rulers of Atlantis believed their greatness would never end. Few imagined that their golden age could ever fade. The empire stood at the peak of its glory, stronger than ever before. But while Atlantis celebrated its triumph, something was beginning to change. Atlantis had become the envy of the world. Its people believed their future was secure, forever. With wealth came ambition, and with ambition came greed. The rulers demanded more gold, more land, more power. The empire began looking beyond its borders. Conquest became the new dream of Atlantis. Its armies crossed the seas. Kingdom after kingdom fell under its influence. Victory followed victory. The empire grew larger than ever before. Power changed the hearts of its leaders. Humility faded. Pride took its place. Some rulers began to see themselves as equal to the gods. The ancient traditions slowly disappeared. The temples grew quiet. Even the priests noticed the change. Fewer people came to honor the sea god. The bond between Atlantis and Poseidon was weakening. Beyond the horizon, the sea began to change. The ocean no longer seemed calm. The tides grew unpredictable. Powerful storms appeared without warning. Some believed these were signs, warnings from the gods.
But few listened. Atlantis trusted only its own strength.
The festivals continued. The music never stopped. The priests begged for forgiveness. The sea offered no answer. Then came the first tremor, deep beneath the sea. The earth trembled beneath Atlantis, only for a moment. But it was enough. For the first time, fear entered the hearts of the people. Far away, an enormous storm began to rise, larger than any storm ever recorded. According to legend, the sea god had finally awakened. For generations, Atlantis had enjoyed his blessing. Now, it would face. The legends say Poseidon looked upon Atlantis one final time and passed judgment. The sea answered his command. Far beneath the waves, ancient forces awakened. The earth itself began to break apart. The foundations of Atlantis were no longer secure.
It's breaking apart! Run! The towers are falling! Get to the docks, quickly!
Then the shaking intensified. Stone monuments that had stood for centuries began to fall. The ground split open beneath their feet. Even the palace could not withstand the fury unfolding below. The celebrations ended. Fear took their place.
Across Atlantis, chaos spread.
Some turned back to the gods, but it was too late. The symbols of their faith crumbled before their eyes. Then something even stranger happened. The sea began to retreat. A terrible silence fell across the coast. And then they saw it. A wave unlike anything humanity had ever witnessed. Taller than towers, wider than cities. Panic consumed Atlantis. The first impact shattered everything in its path. Harbors vanished in seconds. Buildings that took generations to build were erased instantly. The Empire's power meant nothing against the ocean. Thousands fought to survive. Few would succeed. The island itself began to disappear beneath the sea. Its temples, its palaces, its monuments, gone. The greatest civilization of legend was swallowed by the ocean. And just as suddenly as it began, the storm passed. By morning, Atlantis was gone, lost beneath the waves.